The legacy of Thomas Jefferson is one of a brilliant mind. He is the author of the Declaration of Independence, the Statute of Virginia for Religious Freedom, and the founder of the University of Virginia. Jefferson's legacy should not be marred by scandal, but rather remembered for his outstanding contributions to liberty and freedom for Virginia and the United States of America. Thomas Jefferson was one of the finest Virginia statesmen during the 18th century. He attended the College of William and Mary, but never graduated because he went to read law under George Wythe. Under Wythe, Jefferson would become one of the most well-read lawyers of his time. Jefferson practiced law and was a local magistrate, and was soon chosen to be a member of the Continental Congress. By 1776, Jefferson had established himself as one of the top minds of the nation and was chosen as a member of the Committee of Five because he was known for his strong self-governing ideals. The committee chose him to draft the Declaration of Independence due to his eloquent writing. By his own account, he wrote the Declaration first and then passed it to Benjamin Franklin and John Adams for review. After their changes, Jefferson then sent it to the Committee of Five and eventually the Continental Congress for review. It is certainly a nod to Jefferson and how he was viewed by his colleagues to be chosen to draft the document. Jefferson wrote the Declaration without the use of any books, pamphlets, or help. However, he was unhappy with the final revisions made by the Congress due to the omission of language regarding the slave trade and the use of less intense language against the British. In the Declaration, Jefferson chose his words quite carefully. The Declaration of Independence has long been regarded as a charter of American self-government, rights, and civil liberties. He began by stating the American colonies were one person, thus uniting all of the 13 colonies together. Previously, the colonists thought of themselves as British and from their own localities. Now they were part of a greater group, working together for a new nation. In stating all men were created equal, Jefferson articulated his tendencies towards self-government with Republican ideals. These Republican ideals would transfer into his presidency. The Declaration of Independence became official in July and traveled throughout July and August. The Declaration was spread by word of mouth, delivered on horseback, by ship, published in newspapers from Vermont to Georgia, and dispatched to Europe. Wherever it was heard or read, the Declaration roused support for the American Revolution and mobilized resistance against the British tyranny. The Declaration was read during battles by George Washington to rally his troops and has long been studied by students of history. The Declaration of Independence is one of the most important documents in America's history and continues Jefferson's legacy. The Virginia Declaration of Rights was written by Jefferson in 1777, and Daniel Driesbach refers to it as one of the most venerated documents in America's political history. Merrill D. Peterson stated, "It was an elegant manifesto of the human mind and spirit." The Virginia Declaration should be remembered as a statement of religious freedom of conscience and separation of church and state. It was used by other states as a precursor to the Establishment Clause found in the First Amendment to the Constitution. The statute is extremely important because it furthered America's separation from the Church of England and Britain. The clause allowed any religion to practice and furthered Jefferson's ideals of self-liberty and independence. Jefferson was Virginia's governor, the first Secretary of State, Vice President, and our nation's third president. Jefferson was succeeded as president in 1809 by James Madison, and during the last 17 years of his life, he remained at Monticello. During this period, Jefferson embarked on his last great public service at the age of 76 with the founding of the University of Virginia. He spearheaded the legislative campaign for its charter, secured its location, designed its buildings, planned its curriculum, and served as the first rector. The University of Virginia is extremely proud of the legacy of Thomas Jefferson, and his name is still invoked with pride and honor on the grounds. In the Declaration and in his other writings, Jefferson was perhaps the best spokesman we have had for the American ideals of equality and faith in education. It was Jefferson's wish that his tombstone reflect the things that he had given the people, not the things that the people had given him. It is for this reason that Thomas Jefferson's epitaph reads, "Here was buried Thomas Jefferson, author of the Declaration of American Independence, of the Statute of Virginia for Religious Freedom, and father of the University of Virginia." Jefferson's legacy should be one of liberty and wisdom of the common man. and for the rights of all people. Thank you for watching this video. Click here for a link to Monticello and learn more about how you can visit Thomas Jefferson's home.